Hi, this is Aakanksha Singh and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
We have with us Aakanksha Singh. Her film Runway 34 is coming up and she's had a unique experience with Mr. Bachchan. Pleasure having you with us on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Faridoon.
Tell us first of all about your experience with Mr. Bachchan, and is it one of the most special memories of your career so far?
Yes, it is. And the experience was superb. Being able to see him perform live and to be there on the sets with him. The experience have been so good. I always say that, he's himself at school. When you watch him, you can learn so much from him. And only by observing, it's so much to gain. Other than that, knowing him as a professional and knowing him as person, both the feelings, both of those kind of memories I have being on set as an actor, and also the kind of perks I had because of my injury, knowing him as a person was amazing.
Okay, my question to you would be, have you safeguarded that cast where he gave his autograph?
Yes, I did. I have it with me.
You have it with
Yeah, I
you?
will frame it and keep it in the, in my house.
Proper frame.
Yeah. Everybody asks me that, I think I always say that, everything happens for something in your life. So my injury happened because I had this opportunity of him signing my cast and sending me his buggy, coming on set on three-wheel scooter, asking me that how you commute at your house. And I simply said that, sir, by walker. And said, kal main aapke liye buggy lekar aaunga. And I was like, okay, he might be kidding. It's not true. And the next day morning, I see him on set on his three-wheel scooter. And he said that, apna address bhejiye, main ye buggy aapke ghar pe bhej raha hu. So for an actor, working with him for the first time, having this injury, I think my injury made myself thinking in a, in that kind of spot where I always dreamt of working with him, and also knowing him in person was a different opportunity for me, and getting all his love.
Right. You're still early in your career. Do you think that the gestures of Mr. Bachchan, they make him so unique in more ways than one? Many a times we come across actors who've maybe had a few years in the industry and maybe more than a few years, and then at times they tend to get so consumed by their sense of stardom and the sense of being what they are, that maybe they stop treating others around them with that element of dignity or respect somewhere. But Mr. Bachchan is someone, it seems like he's a youngster, he's just starting off. And he brings that level of energy. Do you find that very, very inspiring in a way?
It's very inspiring. My mom always said this thing, this one thing I always, keep it with me, that, just पेड़ में सबसे ज़्यादा फल होते हैं वो सबसे ज़्यादा झुका होता है. So my mom always taught me this. And I feel that where he is right now in his career, or he is a living legend. And when you see him, you don't feel like, most of people ask me this, that you don't feel intimidated when he's in the same frame and stuff. I said no. It inspires me watching him on set, learning his lines, working on his lines, and sitting at one corner just going through his scenes and asking the director that I do this thing. So that kind of zest, that kind of passion for his work, it's truly inspiring for anybody, I would say. And we have so much to learn. That's why I said that he is a school in himself. Like when you watch him, when you observe him, small things, teaches you so many things in your life that you can take away and you can just put in your bag and you can explore more in your career.
Now, what about Ajay Devgn?
He's too kind, I would say. How brilliant he is as an actor, we all know. And he plays with his eyes, he acts with his eyes. So my first interaction with him was on set. And when I met him, I was like, okay, this will be fun, because we always have seen him on camera, and this is the first time for me to act with him in the same scene. And also he's directing the same scene. So when I'm sitting with him, initially I had this thing, when he's speaking, I really have to listen him so hard because he's
very soft spoken.
Very soft spoken, and just everything is here. The acting is here. You don't have to play much, see much of his expressions. It's just in his eyes, and so effortlessly he does it. And at the same time, he's the director, and when he says cut and he goes back and he sees the camera and the shot, it's a different kind of experience. And he was too kind. Why I said this? Because when I had this injury, he made sure that I'm comfortable on set. It was the first schedule of the shoot. And the very next day, I had to shoot for this sequence where I have to be in the aircraft. And the aircraft was at the platform, like on a height. And I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't climb up. He made sure that everybody just lifted my wheelchair up, and he just made sure that I was there on the top. And from there till inside the aircraft, he just took one hand around his arms, and he just took me like that. So he was very kind, and he said that, you just don't worry, we'll finish everything off, you just take care of your leg. So in that way, he was very, very kind and very humble, and I thoroughly enjoyed the first shot of the film. The Murat shot started with me. It's special, and the film ended with the last shot. I was in it, and the film is special in so many ways for me.
When I was just looking at your filmography and the sort of work that you've done, you've done some really fine work down south. You're currently doing a series with Nani, I believe. He's a superstar down south as well. How do you look at this this contrasting sort of graphs that many actors they tend to have? I've spoken to many actors. They somehow feel that the work culture in South cinema is much different. It is far more respectful in a way, or more collaborative in a way. And I think that is something that inspires them to perform maybe better. How do you look at this sort of contrasting? Because you've had around 10 years of your work, but the sort of work that you've done down south is much more significant than what has happened here.
It was always a conscious decision. When I did Badri, it was a conscious decision to come back to Bollywood industry with a substantial role. And I feel that when Runway came to me, I felt that, this is something I want to do. There is something substantial I have here to play. And if I talk about my South journey, that was also a conscious decision, because I got my first film down South, and it was a beautiful film, beautiful character, and I said yes. And medium doesn't matter for me. Medium or language doesn't matter for me. What matters is good work. And I believe in quality of work than quantity of work. So everything which I have done, I take so much pride and so much, I'm very happy to be associated with the teams I worked with. And yes, of course, the working culture is different. But more than that, I feel that, with every project, you learn something new. And every project is different in technicalities, and working culture is different in one project, and other project could be like that also. So I think I don't find a major difference, whatever I have worked with here and there. But yeah, technicality wise, I still feel that it is different, because here we do sync sound, and there we have to dub the whole film. That's it. I feel that every person you're working with, down south or here, are different, and their working styles are different. So it really doesn't matter that, where you're working, the project should be good.
So do you dub your own lines in your South projects?
Now I understand a bit of Telugu. So I tried in my last project, but still it takes time to get that slang, But when you're doing multilingual film like Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, so it is really difficult to learn particularly one language. I always say learning is not a difficult thing. Unlearning and learning another language is a difficult thing. So my last film, Clap, it is Tamil and Telugu both, bilingual. So we had to shoot both the scenes, scenes in both the languages at one particular time. So if I'm doing a Telugu lines, then I have to unlearn it, and then I have to learn the Tamil line, and then I have to do that. So it was really difficult. So yeah, that way it is.
Even if you're not dubbing it, but you're mouthing it in the film.
Yes,
So
yes, of course.
that is
Yeah.
right.
Learning is.
So is it like, say, for example, for Tamil and Telugu, is it only one language that you're mouthing, or you have to do it for both
No, so both.
simultaneously?
So that's why I'm saying that, learning was not difficult. But learning Telugu and unlearning Telugu and then learning Tamil was difficult because we were shooting the same scene at
Again,
like at the same day. In the same day. Like now, if I'm doing Telugu lines, the camera is there only. And they can't shift the camera because they have to finish the shoot. They have to finish the scene. So now I have to unlearn it and remember my Tamil lines, and then I have to mark the Tamil lines. So yeah.
I'm just saying entirely from a layman's perspective. But many a times, the language, various languages, they have their cultural sort of notabilities as well. So it's not, and I think it changes from language to language. Is that something that you experience by any chance?
As in, I don't
Like in the
get
sense
it,
that you're having one dialogue and then you're saying the same dialogue in another language. Many a times there can be some cultural sort of affinities with certain words and they may be different.
See, the essence of the dialogues remains the same. So you know what you're saying. You know the script, you know the story, you know your lines, you know the meaning. That's how you can emote. There's no other way. You have to emote also. It's not just that we are saying the lines. So that way it becomes really difficult because every language has different full stops, different kind of pause. They have different slang. So you have to really. That's why I said that unlearning and learning a new pattern is difficult. But yeah. I love doing that, and I hope that I learn different languages in near future very soon, and yeah, then that way it will become easy.
You mentioned about just trading between various film industries. You mentioned about Badrinath. Maybe slightly probing further. Do you also feel as an actor, as an artist? One tends to work in languages and in industries where you feel more comfortable. Does that happen as the sort of roles that are coming your way? They are more exciting because many a times in Hindi, you don't. At times the justice is not there.
Yeah.
In terms of getting the sort of roles that you feel that you deserve, maybe.
Right.
And लोग कहते हैं कितना सही है कितना गलत है वो अलग की बात है, but maybe the children from within the industry, they are preferred at times, which can be a bit disconcerting as well.
Yeah, so as I said that it was a conscious decision for me to come again with a substantial role because once you do something, everybody wants to cast you in the similar kind of roles, and I didn't want to do it. I'm from a theatre background, and I always hope to explore more as an actor. I know that I have that ability and capability to do that. And I have learned so much during my theatre days that I have still that so much in me to portray and to showcase to the audience. So that's why I took a break from here and I started my South journey because I was getting that kind of opportunity. That kind of opportunity to play different roles, meteor roles, and that was a conscious decision. And when Runway 34 came to me, I was like, yeah, this is something I really want to do. Not just because of the kind of role it is, but because of a brilliant cast and for the brilliant experience. Maybe from here, I get more opportunities, So you, as an actor, not only me, every actor wants that one opportunity to showcase their talent. And with every project, yes, we have to prove ourselves. And I hope that from here, there's no looking back, and I get to do more meteor roles in Bollywood too.
What is the importance of projection marketing for actors?
I feel it is very important. Nowadays with social media and everything, it is really very important. वो बोलते हैं ना कि जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. So you have to be available for your audience. You have to be in that kind of zone where not just your work speaks for you. It's more like you have to be there in front of the camera. Other than your work also, you have to meet people, you have to be there available. So I think it is important.
We have a rapid fire for you, and let's see how you fare in that.
Oh.
Rapid fire with Aakanksha Singh. A dialogue from Runway 34 that's your personal favorite.
अगर तुम खुद पर बिलीव नहीं करोगे ना तो दुनिया में कोई भी तुम पर बिलीव नहीं करेगा.
All right. How would you describe Ajay Devgn as a director in one word?
As a director, I think one word. Oh God, brilliant, I would say.
Brilliant. Okay. ऐसी कौन सी गलती है जो लोग अक्सर करते हैं लेकिन मानते नहीं?
ऐसी कौन सी गलती है जो लोग करते हैं पर मानते नहीं? I think झूठ बोलना is अपने आप में एक गलती, so I think झूठ बोलते हैं पर मानते नहीं.
How do you define experience of working with Amitabh Bachchan in a hashtag?
For me, he has given a name. It was written on my plaster. So working with him was the sweetest memory. But if you are talking about a hashtag that he has given to me, I would not say that I need to give him a hashtag. He's hashtag BB, but he has given me hashtag Tutti Frutti. So I would just want to mention it. So
Okay, all right. Your all-time favorite Amitabh Bachchan film?
Sholay.
Your all-time favorite Ajay Devgn film?
प्यार तो होना ही था.
प्यार तो होना ही था. Okay. Feature films या web shows? What do you like more to watch as an audience?
I am a movie buff, and at the same time, I enjoy OTT. So I think content-driven shows, maybe.
Any three actors you wouldn't want to retire without working with?
I wanted to work with Irfan Khan sir, but unfortunately, I wanted to mention his name because he was a dream for me. Because my mother did her first play with Irfan sir.
Oh,
So it was always in my bucket list that I want to work with him. But yeah, so I really want to work with Amit sir again with a full-fledged film. It's in my bucket list. I've told him that too. I really want to work with Nasiruddin Shah sir. I really want to work with. There's so many names. Anupam Kher sir.
Okay, a Bollywood classic you wish to star in a remake of?
Remake. Pakiza.
Which celebrity you would want to say following things to? If you watch Runway 34, please let me know what you think about my performance.
Sanjay Leela Bhansali.
Okay. It's my dream to be directed by you for a film.
It's my dream to
Be directed by you for a film.
Sanjay Leela Bhansali.
How can you not get tired?
I think Akshay Kumar.
Would you rather go on a dinner date with Mr. Bachchan or coffee date with Ajay Devgn?
I'll do both. Coffee date in the afternoon and dinner date in the night. Yes, sir.
Would you rather take dance lessons from Madhuri Dixit or acting lessons from Vidya Balan?
Tricky one. I think I would love to dance with Madhuri ma'am.
Would you rather act in 3 hit films every year or give one blockbuster film every year?
Depends on the story. But I would say one blockbuster.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how diplomatic are you?
1 to
10.
5.
Aakanksha, we've taken a few of your Instagram posts,
Okay.
and there are some really funny comments on those posts, and we'd like to read it out. I'd like to read it out to you, and I'd like to have your reaction to that. Okay, so this is your recent picture with the caption "Mehnat ka phal." Felt like posting, might delete it later.
Okay.
So there is Dishant Bhatia who has commented, "Madam, आप बहुत fit हो, क्या आप मुझे ट्रेनिंग दोगे? आधी सैलरी दूंगा आपको कसम से."
Oh God. आधी सैलरी. अच्छा, पहले सैलरी कितनी है ये बताओ. पहले सैलरी कितनी है बताओ.
This is Ali Babar, same post. The comment is, हमें मेहनत फल मिलता है, मुझे मेहनत का आलू मिलता है. Because मैं खाने पे मेहनत करता हूँ, आलू जैसा लगने लगा हूँ.
I have no words about this comment, but yeah, मत खाओ यार आलू. आलू खाना बंद करोगे तो आलू जैसे नहीं दिखोगे.
And Deepali Padyal has commented in the same post. All those who mention might delete later in their caption never really delete their pics. It's like their guilty pleasure post. Lol.
Yeah, I think after seeing the number of likes, I have, I've thought that I'm not going to delete that post.
Okay, this is one of your recent pics with the caption, "What a pink-tastic day." So there is Atul Pandya who has commented, "Wow, Aakanksha, your dress is so beautiful. I liked your dress very much. Be my girlfriend, please." Vishal Sharma replied to this comment, "Dress के नीचे चप्पल भी पहनी है, वो नहीं देखी, भाग यहाँ से."
अपना 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 चलता है उनका।
अतुल पांड्या और विशाल शर्मा, दोनों के क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप?
मेरा जवाब क्या, मतलब मैं क्या जवाब दूं, मतलब इतना मुझे पता नहीं था इतना इंटरेस्टिंगली लोग आपस में भी बात करते हैं, कमेंट के अंदर भी कमेंट है, तो आई थिंक क्या ही बोलूं, मतलब फर्स्ट वाला तो सॉरी, आई कैन नॉट बी योर गर्लफ्रेंड, चप्पल से तो नहीं मारूंगी यार, ऐसे क्यों बोल रहे हो बेचारे को।
ओके, एंड मेघा केवल रमानी ने कमेंट किया है सेम पोस्ट पे, ये क्लोथ शूट्स के बाद फेक दोगी ना तुम, प्लीज मुझे दे दो पैसे, ले लो पूरी प्राइस, आई लाइक इट टू मच, प्लीज
contact the stylist. I am not gonna keep the clothes I have already given to her. Contact the stylist, she might give it to you.
Okay, on a picture where she's playing hockey, caption BTS from Clap, you played a hockey player in Clap, I believe.
Yeah.
This is Rakshit Mehta. मैं तुम्हें प्रपोज करने का सोच रहा था, अब हाथ में हॉकी देखा तो दिल घबरा रहा है, मारोगी तो नहीं?
बस डराने के लिए रखी थी वो।
राहुल सरबरे कमेंट है सेम पोस्ट पे, शाहरुख प्लीज नोट इन केस इफ यू आर प्लानिंग सीक्वल टू चक दे इंडिया।
Oh wow, please note it. Would love to.
On our happy holy pic, मृणाल हर्षराज is saying ये होली किस काम की, हिम्मत है तो हमारे कॉलोनी में आओ, कसम से 2-3 दिन खुद को पहचान नहीं पाओगी।
Are you serious? Oh God. नहीं, मैं वैसे होली खेलती नहीं हूँ, तो इसीलिए इतना ही काफी है मेरे लिए, मैं आपकी गली में नहीं आना चाहूंगी फिर।
शाहीन SSD का रिप्लाई है उस कमेंट के ऊपर, हाँ तू बुलाएगी और वो आ जाएगी, कमाल का एक्सपेक्टेशन तेरे लाइफ से।
मैं बोल रही हूँ ना, कमेंट के अंदर कमेंट है, या तो अपनी बातें चल रही हैं।
On your picture with the caption Maldivian air, salt in my hair. It rhymes. Kostab Alatkar. Yes, I hate salt in air. That's why I don't go to Maldives. I only go to Goa where salt only goes in my mouth. It's cringe. It's literally okay. This is Shamal Tripathi. Is this your boyfriend who clicked this picture? How to find a good photographer boyfriend? मेरा BF तो बहुत फुद्दू फोटोग्राफर है। तो ये आप अगर बताना चाहेंगे फोटोग्राफ किसने क्लिक करी है तो आप बता सकते हैं।
कौन सी पिक्चर है? आई डोंट रिमेम्बर व्हिच पिक्चर वाज इट।
दिस इज द वन इन मालदीव्स।
अच्छा। हाँ, this is clicked by my family member only, but you have to have holiday पे जाओ तो किसी एक जने को साथ में लेके जाओ जो पिक्चर अच्छी खींचता हो।
So Aakanksha Singh, lovely talking to you.
Thank
and
you.
Congratulations for Runway 34. I'm sure
Thank
that it's
you.
going to be a huge success.
Thank you.
And all the best for your future ventures. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.
Hi, this is Aakanksha Singh and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.